Boom. Urban Hope. Hi guys, I'm Tommy Redstead, and I'm here to talk to you guys about Urban Hope Ministries. I was a senior in the youth group last year, and I had the opportunity to go my junior year of high school. Before going, I was not the strongest Christian, I would say, so I kind of used Urban Hope and the religious aspect of it to take a personal vacation and get away from the cornfields of Ohio. But I did not realize that God was going to take something that I thought I was going to use for my personal gain and turn it into something for His glory, which I think is the coolest thing ever. Going to a place where you have never gone before, you don't know the people, you don't know the geography, you don't know the culture. It's scary the first day. I didn't know what I was getting into. I felt super uncomfortable, but it was awesome because in the midst of being so uncomfortable, you know what your purpose is, and that's to grow the kingdom of God. And that was the coolest thing, because every single day I had no clue what we were doing, but I knew for a fact I was going to grow the kingdom by any means necessary, whether that means I was impacting like 100 people or one person. That's all that mattered. And that was the coolest thing. I felt like the whole entire trip I was in a position of just complete servanthood, because I wasn't in control of what we did. I wasn't in charge of the schedule. I wasn't in charge of who we met, who we saw. But just being like, I am a vessel used by God to grow His kingdom is just like this level of complete servanthood. Like, it sounds like humbling and a lot of work, but it wasn't. Like, I've never felt more invigorated on a trip in my entire life, which was really, really cool. Another aspect of it was like, I did not realize how God fit into every person's life. One thing we talk about all the time is that like we are made in the image of God, but realizing that everyone else is made in the image of God also. So we're able to relate to everybody, no matter who they are, through the relationship with the Lord. Because if we're all made in His image, we're all trying to reflect His self. And in doing so, we're able to reflect in each other in a sense, which is a little cool. It's a little confusing, but it makes sense when you just realize when you go out there and you start trying to impact the people around you and just form relationships, just be a friend to a friend, you can like connect to people on like so many different ways. Me, Pastor John, and another guy during one of our trips and one of our missions, we were handing out food to the homeless people, and this is so cool. I love it so much. we were handing out food to the homeless people, and we met this guy. His name was Terry, and he had such little self-worth of where he was and felt so useless to the world and to society that he thought it would be better for him to take his life than live another day. And that was crazy. But Pastor John and I and our guide, we literally just had a conversation, sat down with him, ate some food, prayed for him, and just through showing the love of God and showing that it doesn't matter where you are, God cares for you no matter who you are, no matter where you are. He like broke down crying, and I broke down crying. I don't know if they broke down crying, but I know me and Terry did, and we were freaking out. And it was just like God fit into the puzzle piece of everybody's life, no matter how twisted it is, and it was the coolest thing ever. It's a great trip. I loved it. My biggest takeaway is that through being in a position of servanthood, I was able to see people as more important than myself through that 1 week trip. I think that's what I'm trying to say, is that it's so easy, especially in a position of comfort, to remain in comfort, especially in our spiritual lives. We get caught up living lives that are more beneficial to ourselves than other people. Yet, through being in LA, that's where we were, I really felt like I was able to take every moment, and instead of consider myself the center of the universe, which is completely egotistical, I was able to see that like the people around me are more important than myself. I think it was the coolest thing ever. You guys will think it's the coolest thing ever. Talk to John about it. He had such a great time. He knows so much more than me about the trip. But there it is. Hopefully you guys love it.